And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, as we get back to this MLB The Show 22 Custom League, and we continue with opening day. Here we'll have a few more episodes here of opening day left before we get started on the season here, as we have the San Francisco Spiders and the San Diego Sharks here in this matchup, a matchup of two NL West teams, and should be a good matchup here between these two squads. The Sharks are on the road in this game, I believe, and those jerseys are, they're pretty much the exact same jerseys that we had in the other MLB Show 20 franchise, with all blue sleeves basically, although some red piping down there at the bottom of those sleeves. Mostly white uniforms, as you get a look at Julio Urias' stats right there. Very, very good pitcher here for San Diego, actually the home team in this game. Very, very good pitcher in Julio Urias, and they were facing the San Francisco Spiders here, a team that seems to be pretty just average overall, but they do not get anything going in the first inning here, as that is actually a line drive. Sorry, the first inning is not over yet, but here's a look at this lineup. They got Ozzie Albies leading it off for Edmundo Sosa. Starling Marte, Tyler O'Neill is their big star. Trey Mancini, Patrick Wisdom, Asdrubal Cabrera, Michael Conforto, and the youngster in Adley Rutschman as well on this lineup. So it's a pretty decent team. Pretty decent lineup here, I think, for San Francisco. Charlie Morton is this team's ace, and he will throw that ball down below the knees. So Jorge Polanco on deck, and for the Sharks jerseys there, you got the red buttons as well, the logo. And San Francisco's jerseys here on the road are mostly white uniforms as well, with some orange there, black sleeves with orange piping there on the sleeves, orange lettering, and the hat mostly white with, I believe, an orange bill on that hat. Here comes the 3-2 to Cavan Biggio. Is a swing and a miss. And a really nice Spiders logo there. I like that logo a lot in the front of these jerseys as well. I think these uniforms are pretty sweet for both of these teams. And here is Jorge Polanco, who actually had a pretty good season offensively last year for sure. And he now has an 0-2 count on him. And the 0-2 pitch is a ball driven, and it's going to be down. It's going to be a hit. So an extra base knock potentially, but he's out at second base. Great throw by the center fielder there. O'Neill guns the runner down, trying to stretch that into a double, and that's a swing and a miss. And a strikeout. Urias gets his second of the day so far, as Tyler O'Neill swings way in front of that ball, as you get a good look at that swing there. Pitch way, he was way out in front of that ball. And now it's Trey Mancini, a really awesome story in real life, of course, battling cancer and coming back in the major leagues, as he is up here now. And a 1-2 pitch to him is swung on and missed. A circle change outside, and Urias does get another strikeout here. So he's got 3 of them now here early on in this one. And the helmet's also white with a orange bill. I think these are both not crazy, super crazy uniforms, but they're both very clean jerseys by these two teams. As a great job by Urias there, going and picking the runner off at first base, and then got him stranded in a pickle, and then able to get the out there. So middle of the second, no score. We go bottom 2 here. Max Muncy is up for San Diego, and he swings and misses at a circle change down out below the knees, almost in the dirt now. Ian Happ swings at a ball that was in the dirt, and that is a ball that bounces on in, and he cannot get to that one at all. And so a couple of strikeouts in that inning for Charlie Morton. And through 2 innings here now in San Diego, we still do not have a score here, 0-0. So we go to the top of the third, and here is Asdrubal Cabrera Not a great stat line from him last season, but batting 7th here, further down in this batting order. And he swings and misses. And an 0-2 pitch way in the dirt for a strikeout. Arias with his 4th already. And definitely a great pitcher here in Urias, as Michael Conforto now swings and misses. So a couple of strikeouts from Arias to begin this 3rd inning. Now it's Adley Rutschman who swings and misses. 6 strikeouts through 3 innings for Julio Urias, and a strikeout of the side here in the top of the 3rd. What a brilliant inning here by the ace pitcher for San Diego. And those caps, I like those caps, black, the red bill with the blue front and the blue stripes as well on that cap. There is now Charlie Morton. He's going to get a strikeout here, and he's got his 4th of this game. And these pitchers pitching pretty darn well here, both of them through 3 innings now. Dylan Carlson swings and misses at an inside off-speed pitch. And, man, Charlie Morton with 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. As, man, we go bottom of the 5th now. So the strikeouts do slow down a little bit, but still, man, nothing going for really either one of these offenses here. As that ball is down and low for Eduardo Escobar. 2-1 is the count here. As, and now a full count pitch is ball 4, just outside. Good location there by Morton, but does not get the swing that he was looking for. And now it's Dansby Swanson, 1 for 1. One of only a couple of guys that have even gotten a hit, gotten on base in this entire game. And he will swing and hit a ball down the 3rd baseline to 2nd for 1. And it's a double play. So the walk is wiped away, and that's a pretty nice turn there. Dansby Swanson not slow or anything really, so that was a great job there by the infield. And the bottom of the 5th still, and that's a strike 3 called on Ian Happ, who is not able to swing at that one. And great job by Morton here. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings, only 2 hits allowed, as that ball is hit down the line and foul for Juba Cabrera. Takes a look at strike 3, high inside. 7th strikeout of the game for Urias. And now Michael Conforto, he's going to take a pitch for a strike. 1-2 count now. Still searching for the first hit of the game, and he's not going to get it there. Swing and a miss. Right through it, Urias with 8 strikeouts. And he is just carving up these hitters right now. As late on that pitch is Conforto. And, man, now 2 down here in the 6th inning. And now it's Adley Rutschman. Swings and drives a ball down into right field. That's the first hit of the game for San Francisco. And the first major league hit in the career of Adley Rutschman. So, congratulations there on Adley Rutschman breaking up a no-hitter here in the top of the 6th inning for San Francisco. And the first of many for this young star here in San Francisco. I mean, this guy should be a staple of this offense and this team for years. And so, good start there. He gets a hit. And that is a ball driven by Sosa. And that will be caught out in right field. So, they do get their first hit of the game, but no, not their first run of the season yet, as neither one of these teams have gotten on the scoreboard yet this season here. As we go now into the bottom of the 6th. Mike Zunino here facing off against Charlie Morton, 0 for 1 in the game for Zunino to this point. And here comes a 1-1 pitch. Is swung on, and that's down the line and down all the way into the gap and into the corner. Extra base hit here for Zunino as he's into second base with a double, mostly because of the shift there. As he beats the shift, hits it right into the shift, and gets an extra base knock as that first baseman a little bit way off the bag there, and it rolled all the way to the wall. So Zunino here, you see where the first baseman is right there, way off of the first base line. And then Dylan Carlson now comes up here, best scoring chance of the game to this point for either team. And here it comes. It's a ground ball, and it's a base hit. Oh, it's stopped by the second baseman. Ozzy Albies cannot get the out. So it is a base hit, but the runner will have to stay at third. Now, and that's ball 4 to Kevin Biggio. Charlie Morton losing it a little bit here in this 6th inning. And here comes Jorge Polanco, who is 1 for 2 with a base hit. Polanco, bases loaded, 1 away. You gotta score somebody here if you're San Diego. And the first pitch is a little chopper, first base side, and they have no choice but to go to first base and get the shutout, as Mancini didn't try to throw it home there. And so that will score the first run of the game and the first run of the season here for San Diego as they take a 1-0 lead. And now Max Muncy comes up, and they're going to intentionally walk him to bring up the next batter here and load the bases again. As now coming up is Eduardo Escobar, who, I mean, still a pretty good hitter here, but can Morton wiggle out of it as that ball is going to drop into center field. 1 run scores around third, and Inda scores another run, and a monster 2-out hit by Escobar to make it 3-0 San Diego. And a curveball high on the high and outside part of the plate. Not a good pitch by Morton there, and a monster, a huge swing to make it 3-0, extending this lead here for San Diego, as that will be it for Morton, who pitched pretty darn well, I would say, until this 6th inning. He's ran into some trouble in this 6th inning, not locating as well, and has given up 3 runs. Now it's up to Caleb Bergar to not give up any more, as he pitched a little bit limited action, only 25 games and only 23 innings, but was excellent in the time that he did get. Now it's Dansby Swanson who swings and flies one into straightaway center field. That's a huge catch right there, and that is 3 runs home by San Diego, and they now securely control this game. San Francisco only 1 hit to this point, and now down by 3 runs. So we go top of the 7th. Tyler O'Neill gets one through the hole and into center field and around first base. And man, he is quick, speedy all the way to second base. Tyler O'Neill gets a double, only the 2nd hit of the game. And now Patrick Wisdom here coming up. This is the best spot that they've had all night here, I think. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Urias gets his 9th of the game, I believe, through 7 innings. And Patrick Wisdom cannot get to that ball. And it still remains 3-0. Here's 7th inning stretch time in San Diego. Now Kevin Biggio swings and misses at a slider there, down and at the knees for strike 3. So it's now 3-0 here, end of the 7th inning. And now we're going to go into the 8th, running out of time, running out of outs for San Francisco to try and come back in this game. And Jubal Cabrera 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And Urias still pitching here. That was his 101st pitch, ranging all the way back near the wall here in a center field that is really, really deep. I think it's one of the deepest ballparks. Straightaway center is really deep, and a really big outfield here in this park, as that is a ground ball to first base, and it's a double play. And a momentum killer right there, and Julio Urias is going to get credit for 8 innings in this game of only 3 hit shutout ball. Unbelievable. He was so good in this game. Really, really crazy. And now we go Here we go, into the top of the ninth. 3 outs to get here for Urias. Is still pitching, trying to get a complete game shutout, but that ball is driven by Ozzie Albies, and off of the wall it goes. So a good start to the ninth here for San Francisco, as it's a leadoff double. Now a drive, and now a ball into the outfield and into center, as around third goes the player there. Ozzie Albies scores from second, and it's now a 1-3 game. So San Francisco gets on the board for the first time this season. That'll do it for Julio Urias in this ball game. He was unbelievable, and I think you can question whether or not it was a smart decision to have him try and pitch the 9th inning, but that's what they went with, and he does give up a run. He is responsible for the man on first base, but you feel pretty comfortable bringing in Emmanuel Clase here. Incredible last year in 29 save opportunities, and in 69 innings he was ridiculously good. One of the better relievers in baseball, and he gets a strikeout there. Huge K on a cutter down low, and 1 away here in the 9th. Nice pitch, nasty pitch, and a monster first out. 1 down. Now it's Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 3 in the game, and that is ball number 3 on the outside part of the plate. Full count pitch here. He's a big one, and it's ball 4. So O'Neill will walk, and now the tying run is aboard. Go-ahead run on base, or at the plate here. Trey Mancini, 0 for 3 so far. Trying to come through, 1-2 pitch to him. Is swung on, driven into the outfield, and it's going to get down. A base hit. 1 run will come around and score. No throw, it's cut off. And it's a 1-run game. Trey Mancini keeps the rally going. Now it's Patrick Wisdom. Swing and a miss at a cutter. And there's a monster second out. Now it's Jubal Cabrera taking strike 1 at the knees. Monster spot here. Runners on the corners. 2 down here in the inning. 0-1 to Cabrera is a drive and a base hit down the line. Fair ball, run scores, and we're tied. Monster swing, and what a rally here by San Francisco, as an unlikely man to come through in the clutch, as Jubal Cabrera makes it 3-3 in the 9th. And against Emmanuel Clase as well. Really incredible stuff here, as Josh King will come into the game now to try and end this inning, as now this offense here for San Francisco just got it together when they needed it. And I mean, a clutch 2-out hit there in a 3-run rally is now all of a sudden this game now drastically changes now, as we are tied going into the bottom of the 9th. San Diego now trying to walk it off here, as Behringer's still pitching, and he throws a ball 4 there and a walk now. 45 pitches, and that's a swing and a miss. 4-seamer at 94. Berrigar with a key second out. 3-0 is ball 4 and a walk. Another base runner. Bases are loaded. The winning run 90 feet away. Now it's Cavan Biggio. 0 for 3 with at least 1 strikeout in this game. And can Kilbarge get out of it, as that's a ground ball, a bunt to first base, and they beat him to the bag, as the pitcher just gets there before Biggio, and a little suicide squeeze type of play right there, and it almost works. But now we go into the top of the 10th inning here, as that's a little tiny chopper picked up by the pitcher. This is going to be a tough play, and they won't be able to make it, as reaching first is the hitter there. Now Ozzie Albies is up, 1 for 3, and Albies drives into the outfield. And it is going to be off of the wall. So around first and around third and scoring from first base is the runner. It's an RBI triple. Ozzie Albies has completed the comeback here for San Francisco, as the Spiders are now ahead in this ball game 4-3. And you see there, in almost any other ballpark, that would have been a 2-run homer, but a monster triple for Ozzie Albies, their best hitter. And it's another suicide squeeze type play there, and that one works to perfection, as all he had to do with the speed of Albies was lay the bunt down. You can saw Ozzie Albies was basically at home plate right there as soon as the bunt was laid down. Really, really good jump on the pitcher right there. Almost looked like a steal of home, but suicide squeeze play works out, and now it's a 5-3 lead for San Francisco. That's a strikeout there. Strike 3 called, and Ryan Stanek does finally get out of this inning. But man, how this game has totally flipped. I mean, San Francisco didn't have a hit into the 6th inning in this game, and they have 9 hits and 5 runs now all of a sudden. And now the closer here for the Spiders is going to get a chance to shut the door down as James Karinchak comes on to pitch. The man on first base fouled away as Max Muncy is up. Full count pitch to him is there. Strike 3 called. Muncy does not like that call. That is strike 3, and that's 2 down now in the inning for Ian Happ. The last chance for San Diego, as that's a foul ball fouled away. 1-2 pitch is there. It's strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. As San Francisco, what a win here in this one as they come all the way back. Down 3-0. They score 5 runs in the last 2 innings in this one. A 3-run rally in the 9th. They get 2 in the 10th, and they win it here tonight 5-3. My, oh my, what a ball game here. This is one of the better opening day games that we had in this franchise here on opening day. Great game, and a monster win here for the Spiders, as you get a last look at that final strikeout, or that's the second to last strikeout. And here's the look at the final K from Karinchak to Ian Happ. As what a win. What a win. 3 runs in the 9th, 2 in the 10th. San Francisco takes a big-time win here. And sorry about the long wait between episodes, guys. I've just been really busy, honestly, in last week with midterms and stuff going on. And my family came down from Colorado, and I hung out with them at the end of the week. So it's a lot of stuff going on, but hopefully you guys are sticking with this franchise, and please continue to subscribe to it if you like these videos. But here we go in Dreamville Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Well, this is probably my favorite stadium that we have, honestly. This Dreamville area that is in left center is ridiculously cool. As man gets a look at some shots of it here, but the Minneapolis Millers going up against the San Francisco, or the St. Louis Sluggers, sorry. That's the name. As here's a look at the Millers team. Kevin Gausman is their ace, and Gausman a 2.1 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP in his season last year. As here comes St. Louis. Brandon Rogers is their guy at the leadoff spot here, as he hits a fly ball into the outfield on the left, and that will be caught out there in the outfield. And take a look. There's a really good shot of this stadium. You see Dreamville out there in the center. There's a bunch of buildings and stuff out in left center field. It's just so cool. St. Louis Sluggers lineup, though. Brian Anderson, you got Giancarlo Stanton, Matt Olson, Mitch Garver, Adam Duvall, Alembi's Diaz, Anthony Alford, and Harrison Bader. I honestly think that the top of the order is really good. One of the better lineups in the entire game. And the bottom of the order is a little bit, I mean, less, you like it a little bit less, but still, like, this is one of the better teams in this league. I think they're actually ranked, like, in the ranking system when you load the game up. I'm pretty sure they're ranked in the top 3. They might be even ranked as the best team overall, according to MLB. So this team should be good this season, but we can only time will tell, and only the season will be able to tell that. But Lance Lynn here is this team's ace, and he was really, really good last year, for sure. As here's the Minneapolis Millers. I also really like this team. I think this team is in the top 10 rankings-wise as well. And that ball is thrown away, and over to second base there off of that error is the leadoff man. Okay. Or actually, that was with 1 out, so a error on the shortstop, who, or the third baseman, actually, who just, I don't know, rushed the throw a little bit and threw it into the dirt. So here is Fernando Tatis Jr. Now, that ball is way up, and it's and inside on Tatis. Didn't really like that pitch. And I don't really know what I should do with Tatis, because, of course, in real life, he didn't actually get to play at all the entire season. I'm almost wondering if I should, like, not have him play this year or something, because that would make it be a little more realistic, but I think I'm going to end up deciding that he'll just play this season. But really unfortunate what has happened to him in real life. Just the injury, then the PED stuff that he's dealt with this year, not getting able to play at all. So, meanwhile, Lance Lynn is carving up these hitters, so he got Tatis to strike out, and he gets A.J. Pollock to strike out as well. And so, end of the first inning here, and we got no score. So, look at the Millers jerseys here as Matt Olson comes up to the plate. And both these jerseys are mainly white as well, but, I mean, the Sluggers jerseys, these road uniforms are basically the same as what they were in the last franchise. That ball is driven into the outfield and right into the gap there in Dreamville, as that's going to be an extra base knock. Matt Olson is into second with a double. And again, a look, I love the helmet, the yellow helmet with the red bell, yellow sleeves. I love that. I mean, just the yellow and the red in these jerseys are so cool, as you get Mitch Garver up here. But yellow sleeves, the red shoulders, works really well together, as that ball is going to get through and into the outfield for a single. As Gausman here into some trouble in this game now, with runners on the corners and nobody out. Now Adam Duvall swings and misses to strike out. And Gausman gets one away here and now in the inning. Now Aledmys Diaz takes a ball inside. Gausman trying to work out of the jam. It would be kind of a miracle if he could do it here, but you got to look at Diaz's stats. And now a 2-2 pitch. It's swung on and missed. Splitter outside pitch. Gausman got him, and now there's 2 down in the inning. Gausman 1 out away from getting out of the jam, and a beautiful pitch there on the outside corner. And now 0-2 to Anthony Alford, and he will swing and miss. Oh my, what a good job. Kevin Gausman pumped up as he gets out of the second inning without allowing a run. How about that? First and third, nobody out, and he gets 3 strikeouts in a row to somehow escape the jam and keep this game scoreless. Really, really impressive right there from Kevin Gausman. Now Lance Lynn is up, and he gets a strikeout and a 100-mile-an-hour cutter high and inside. And he's been very effective so far for St. Louis. These two pitchers both have been no score. Bottom of the third inning here. Michael A. Taylor swings and misses. Four-seamer 94. Lance Lynn with his 4th strikeout. Now we go top 4. Kevin Gausman pitching. And it's his turn now. He gets a strikeout. As Mitch Garver does not catch up to it. And now Adam Duvall coming on up. He struck out once already. trying to get something going in the top of the 4th. And here comes a 2-2. It is there, top of the zone, strike 3 called. And he got him. Anthony Duvall, or Adam Duvall, I don't know why I said Anthony. Adam Duvall strikes out there. And now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. up here. And Fernando, his team's #1 draft choice in the 1st round. A guy they expect to come up clutch for him this season. And he will take strike 3 on the outside corner. And Lance Lynn with his 5th of the game. A struggling start for Tatis in this one, as that ball is popped up in the infield and taken care of by Brendan Rodgers at second base. So, end of the 4th, and still have no score. Both these pitchers really pitching well, as Anthony Alford swings and misses at a high four-seamer again, and his 2nd strikeout of the game. Taking a look at StatCast, and again, looking at this beautiful stadium there in Dreamville out there. You got buildings, you got restaurants, and just a great plaza area. There's some statues back there, too. I think it's just one of the coolest areas that we really have in one of these custom stadiums. And, man, I just love that. Look at that. You get to see the look of the statue there in the outfield. I just love that area. It's what makes this one of my, if not my favorite ballpark that we have in this franchise. As Gavin Sheets gets hit there on an inside pitch, as Lance Lynn pitching really well, but now kind of running into some trouble as Michael A. Taylor is up. Now let's see what happens here on 0-2. It's a ground ball picked up by the shortstop. 2nd for 1. And guess what? It's a double play. Right when he needed it there, as it is now still no score. We go into the 6th. And Kevin Gausman against Brandon Rodgers. Swings and misses. Gausman gets another K, his 7th of the day. And looking at that pitch, just late on it. Rodgers not able to catch up to that ball. And so now 1 down in the inning. Brian Anderson up as well here now, and he grounds over to short, and Tatis not able to handle it. Now, I'm not sure what happened there, really. I think that might have either been a really bad bounce on Tatis, or Tatis just is not able to field this ball correctly. Kind of looked like that might be an error. I don't know what they officially ruled it, but either way, a man is on first, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton, a monster power hitter here in this St. Louis Slugger lineup. What can he do with a man on first? 2-2 is swung on and missed. Monster strikeout there. Gausman with his 8th of the game. And now 1 out from getting out of the 6th. It's now Matt Olson's turn. Up 0-2 to him with over 100 pitches. As a ball lined into the outfield and down to center, as Michael A. Taylor throws it back on in from 1st to 3rd. Goes the runner, and now it's Mitch Garver. 1-2 is swung on, driven into left. That ball is out of here. It's gone, and that ball got out of here in a hurry. My goodness, Mitch Garver finally gets the scoring going, and the first runs of the season for St. Louis makes it 3-0 here in the 6th. And the first runs of the game as Garver's swing right there. And look at how fast this ball went out, throwing the 350 feet just over that tall wall in right. And so that will be the end of the game for Kevin Gausman, who, really, really great through 5.2 innings, but really one big mistake right there to Mitch Garver. Definitely hurt that start, but either way, still a really decent start, as you have Jose Suarez now coming up and pitching here, and he was he was decent last year in the bullpen, as Adam Duvall is up now, and he will swing at this 0-1, and a nice stop by the pitcher there to stop a base hit for going into the outfield. But Mitch Garver, damage already done. 3-run blast. And making it 3-0 at the end, or middle of the 6th inning now. as you get another look at it, just getting out and over the fence. So we go out bottom 6. Luis Arias now swings and drives one, and it's down off of the wall. Arias around first, and he is out at second base. And oh man, I really thought that he was going to be able to beat that out. I thought that was a double for sure. And by the way, that was the first hit of the game for the Millers, as India now strikes out on that pitch outside of the zone. As, man, Lance Lynn has just been so incredibly effective in this game. And, man, a monster, a great relay by the outfielders there to stop that double from happening, as we are now into the top of the 7th inning here. Zeledimus Diaz is up here in the top of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch to him is a swing and a miss. At a changeup. Great pitch by Suarez. One down in the inning, and now it's Anthony Alford. Already struck out at least once today. And he swings and misses at a four-seamer way inside. Great pitches here by Suarez in this 7th inning. And another great shot of the outfield here, and a view of what the stadium looks like from the hitter's viewpoint as you get a look at the pitch sequence there. Basically all fastballs in that at-bat by Jose Suarez. Now it's Fernando Tatis, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Not a game that, you know, you hope to see from your star, as the 102nd pitch is a swing and a miss. Man, a nasty pitch right there, as you get one of the best hitters in the league looking absolutely silly. And that is ball 4, a walk to Chris Bryant. And we haven't said Chris Bryant's name yet in this game, but he is also on this ball club, as now it's Eugenio Suarez up, and he drives one into left field. Back to the wall goes Alford, and that ball is gone! Big-time home run, Eugenio Suarez. And that's the first runs of the season for the Millers here. Makes it a 1-run game in the 7th. Suarez used to that feeling. He had a ton of home runs last year. And he bombs this one into the second deck. 356 on the distance there. And another brilliant outing, kind of, well, not really cut short, but a brilliant outing here ends after giving up a long ball. Same thing that happened to Gausman, and now coming out is Lance Lynn. And I think I've noticed this in opening day, and I don't know if it's just a case of, you know, it's the ace pitchers on these pitching staff, so they let him go a little bit further in the games, but we've seen a lot of guys. I mean, Kevin Gausman was near 120 pitches, and this game over, he was over 100 pitches. You got to see Julio Arias at almost over 120 pitches in this game earlier in the first game that we showed you. And I think these pitchers right now have been pitching really a lot. And we've seen there really high pitch counts from these pitchers in this game, which is interesting because in real life, you rarely ever get to see pitchers pitch into the triple digits. So a little bit of an interesting dynamic that we were seeing in this game. As we go now, bottom of the 8th. And here's Michael A. Taylor, who's 0 for 2 on the night. And Tyler Clippard is pitching right now for St. Louis. And he gets Michael A. Taylor to swing and miss at a high fastball. And Clippard with his second strikeout. Now you get Tyler Duffy is coming out of the bullpen here with 2 outs in the 8th. And he's got 62 innings last year, and he was very good. And overall, a very good bullpen here, in my opinion, for St. Louis. As now 1-2 is swung on, grounded over to third, and to first base goes the throw, end of the 8th, and they hold on there, don't give up any more runs, keep the lead at 3-2, as a great shot there of the stadium here in Dreamville Field as we go into the top of the 9th, and St. Louis looking to add on, but Anthony Alford strikes out again for his 3rd time in the game. And he had a struggle on opening day, and now it's Harrison Bader. And a 2-2 to him is a ball picked up. Oh, it's dropped by Tatis, and he picks it up, but he can't recover. And that will definitely be an error on Fernando. Still not sure if that play earlier in the day was a hit or not, but that was certainly an error, as Tatis just couldn't pick the ball up. So Tatis today, 3 strikeouts, and the defense a little bit questionable. Not a great overall start, as that's a line shot, but caught by Taylor. The throw on in is offline, and another run will score, and some more insurance for St. Louis as they go ahead 4-2, and they're up now by a couple. As a big extra insurance run here. And Suarez, man, he's still pitching too. 54 pitches on the night. And he will look to end this 9th inning as Taylor gets the catch there in the outfield. But now the Millers have got to get 2 runs to at least keep this ball game going. Luckily for them, you do have the meat of the order here, 2, 3, and 4. So hopefully the Millers can get something going in this 9th. As we go in, Ryan Tepera here, pitching in the 9th inning for the Sluggers, and he's been pretty darn good. Or he was very good last year for sure. One of the better relievers in the league. You know, started the inning off with Jonathan India. He was 0 for 3 with at least 1 strikeout tonight. He might have had a couple, but looking to get on, and he will do that, as that's ball 4 down at below the knees. So a good start to the inning here, and now it's Fernando Tatis, who struck out 3 times today. Can he do something well here in this game? As a 2-2 is a ground ball shot right back up the middle. Watch out. That one almost plunked the pitcher, as that is a hit in the first hit of the season for Fernando, as that was a line shot. Best swing of the day. 113.8 miles an hour. That ball flew right off his bat, and that exit velo is impressive. Now it's A.J. Pollock, and he is going to line one into the outfield. And holding at third base is the runner. But, man, you could have asked for a much better start into this 9th inning, as A.J. Pollock loads the bases with nobody out. Could not have asked for a better 9th inning start here. Now it's Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2, and he looks at strike 3 called on a slider down at his knees. And a nice pitch there as Tepera gets a monster first out. Big time out there. Still bases loaded. And Suarez, who homered it last time off, fouls that off. Tepera 24 pitches already in the inning. And here comes a 0-2 to Suarez. Is swung on and missed. And a high slider, and he got away with it. I just don't think Suarez was expecting that pitch in that spot, as he just was in front of it, it looked like. And now Gavin Sheets takes ball 4, so not so fast, as a walk will drive home Jonathan India, and it's a 1-run game. And then how big is that extra insurance run looking now for St. Louis, as they bring in another pitcher here. Daniel Hudson comes on, and you know, he's a pretty good pitcher as well. As now that's a ground ball. Second baseman over to shortstop. That's going to do it. St. Louis holds on just barely, and they do clinch this game, and they will take the victory on the road as Minneapolis falls. Their rally in the 9th not enough, and the Sluggers win this one 4-3. So a couple of really good games in this episode, guys, as Lance Lynn gets the credit for the victory. Gausman gets handed a loss. And you get a look at those 2 big home runs that really define this game. And a double there, but man, that was a double, but Suarez got thrown, or not Suarez, Luis Arias got thrown out on at second base. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, and continue to support this channel. Guys, continue to subscribe and all that good stuff, as hopefully I can start getting some more videos out to you soon. My parents came in recently for the weekend, so it's been a little bit of a hectic schedule for me. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.